The following is reconstructed from a discourse with a street person I encountered in a disreputable whiskey house while incognito. Colin. The Hatters used to run all the rackets, quote, round Dunwall. Whiskey, weapons, hound fights. Whatever the game, the Hatters had a big stake in it. Then the plague came and tore the whole damned city apart. All that chaos led to new bosses cropping up. Most were shit hills that didn't last a week. But there were some hard cases like Lizzie Stride, Jim Dunmore and Black Sally, and Slackjaw, his Bottle Street boy... Is that what they were called? The Bottle Street Boys? I thought it was Bottle Street Gang. His Bottle Street Boys, capital B, capital S, capital B, took the whiskey distillery from the Hatters and started pumping out bootleg elixir. That kicked off a gang war that made all the alleys red with blood. Problem was the Hatters, were getting, unquote, it from all sides. The dead heels were pinching all the river smuggling deals. The butchers were driving us out of Slaughterhouse Row. We were bleeding from dozen different cuts, losing some of our best guys. So we pulled back, just for a while. As always, anyone who counts the Hatters out is 2 trumps short of full deck of Nancy. The boss is a real devious son of a bitch. Been around since before the Caldwins. But I ain't talking, unquote, about him. Hatters don't talk about the geezer. Even ex-Hatters. Note, Colin, despite my lavish bribery, the man refused to speak further on the subject. In fact, it became obvious I had aroused his suspicions by that point, so I was forced to make my escape from the establishment. And this is a scholar called Joella Burgess, Academy of Natural Philosophy, Historical Annex. And now, I think... Oh, Granny Recipe. I think we're going to talk to the outsider. Cruel Nancy, take the world from her greedy hands. Lay it before the black-eyed groom. Cut sharp, cut deep, red drip, drop. Last and least, burn it in the hearth of a lawless man. Do this for me, dearie, and I'll give you a birthday treat. Oh, I think I know who this lawless man is. I'm not 100% sure what I need to do, though. And this is a bone charm. Oh, we didn't talk to things. So... This is strong arms. Choking is faster. Yes, that is indeed my favorite pastime. The objectives here, though, from the 78, draw the world. The what now? What? What? Suppose I need to find... 78th house. I can go over there. Curiously enough. Not that I need to, but there's gonna be a house with a number called 78.
Still missing. Any person with information that leads to her discovery will be
the
granted
Black
a substantial reward.
Friar. Is this not 78? Burn it in the hearth of a lawless man. Not a heart. For some reason I thought it was heart. But no, it's the hearth. It's the fireplace. It's not quite the fireplace. The hearth means... It's complicated, the meaning, but still. I can't see anything. And the game tells me from the 78. What a zany thing. Either way, we have to go up there. And that is a task. Shouldn't have an issue with that, though. But... because I didn't come up here. So I don't know if I'm going to have an issue with that or not. Oh, easy peasy. Here we are. See if there's people in here.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's a bone charm. There's no people or anything in here. So we did our job. Wait, is this... Oh, bone charms. It's tough skin. Your max health has been slightly increased. Sure. You know, I'm injured. Okay. So I think I'm done. The 78 cannot be here. I don't think the 78 is here. Let's go to the legal district.
Scout up ahead. Try to find out where Timsh is.
There's an equipment stash on the rooftops nearby. We've been anticipating doing a hit on Timsh for some time.
I know. Half the city wants him dead. We'll earn some gold on this one. I'll meet you up ahead.
So, mission clues, most likely. Tasks are the same. That was the update. So there's a stash up above. And there's a floodlight over here that apparently doesn't have anybody guarding it.
I caught him snooping around nearby. I won't say who he is or what he's doing, but I locked him up just to be safe. He seems familiar to me. Reminds me of someone who used to do business with Timsh, but I'm not sure.
Good work, Simmons. Now that that's handled, we can move on. You got the orders from Timsh, right? What's the next address?
Crow's Court off Bramley Street. But there's a problem, sir. The Forrestalls live there, and their kids used to sneak us food at the back door. I know it's the job, sir, but it's awfully hard seeing them turned out like this. They don't even have the plague. I've been there last week.
Excellent. Simmons, you'll show me this back stoop and we'll go in that way. Start tallying the place up. You've given us the tactical advantage. We'll get Timsh's money.
But, sir...
I'll put it another way. You think I care which door we kick in tomorrow? The next day? Behind each is another useless pack of aristocratic sots and their precious offspring. And I don't care if they all end up mudlarks.
Sir, they've been good to me.
Simmons, before I worked for Barrister Timsh, I was dredging out the real Weeper dens. You ever done that? Ever broken down a door and bathed in that stench? Fought housewives with blood on their faces, swinging at you with a piece of broken furniture. Other times it's just rats inside, hundreds of them, stripping some drunk to the bone. Maybe you'd like to be transferred to my old squad.
No, sir. Certainly not.
I used to call myself brave, Simmons. Till I saw a man lose a fight with a pile of rats. So when Barrister Timsh says all I gotta do is rough up a rich bastard, cuff him a few times till he stops talking about his rights, I jump at the chance. I cry with happiness. You understand me?
Yes, sir. We'll approach from the back stoop. They won't be alarmed when they see me.
Right. Good man. It's them or us. No room for heroes in the time of plague. Just do your job and I'll make sure you keep this posting.
Well, let's find out if you're gonna keep your posting. Potentially dangerous. Because the other guy could turn around. I got his key. There's things all over. Nobody's coming down here. I don't know who that is. Another bone charm. This is the one that has... Killing rats give you some adrenaline. I don't need any of that. How many rats do you expect me to kill for that to matter? Soundtrack changed when I'm here, by the way. She's quite curious. I think it did. Hello. What? Why is there... Oh, that's a prisoner. Wait. This is the guy that did dealings with Tremors cousin. Yeah. Hello.
It's Dowd, isn't it? You wouldn't be in this district unless you were after Timsh's head.
What do you want?
Revenge. To do to Timsh what he did to me. I want him homeless, a victim of one of his own eviction documents. I've prepared one, complete with the forged signature of the Lord Regent. Please, go to my old apartment. It's right next to Timsh's estate. Here's the address, but I doubt you can get inside from the streets. There you'll find my journal, which contains the entire plot and everything you'll need. But you're a businessman like I once was. I don't expect you to do this for free. If you do go to my apartment, you'll find something stashed there. Consider it your payment in advance.
That's not being a businessman, that's being a thief. Because, you know, I rob everything. Are you just gonna leave? No. I wonder if I can knock him out and that's it. Do you have things? No? Oh, do I want to talk to you?
The barrister dying would be nothing to me. I want him to see his own ruin. I want him to taste it. You think I'm being needlessly cruel?
No.
You don't know what he does all day then. Fancy barrister Arnold Timsh signs a document, then the watch is at your door, dragging your wife into a plague wagon. I fought. Didn't even know I could fight. I broke a man's nose. I wish they killed me. You don't know what's happening in this city until you've seen the flooded district. I crawled over bodies. I don't even know if they were alive.
So, that is, yeah. Dowd hasn't been to the flooded district yet. I don't think. What's this guy gonna do? Ooh. Curious. He's gonna get stuck over here. Is what he's gonna do. What a weird station there. Hey, don't mind me. I'm just collecting bodies. Speaking of which, is that the one? That is the one that I got first. Yeah. Okay, so this is gonna kill me. And I should be cautious. Let me see. Shh, it's fine. Oh yeah. It's pretty good. This whole time stop just makes these... Oh, you could go through there, yes. It makes these so much easier. Oh. Do you disable... That was... unwise. I don't see anybody though. Well, I mean, I do see them there elsewhere, but either way, I wanted to come here because there's apparently a stash. Sprint up there? Yes, I can. The lack of double jump is quite something. There's people in here. I don't know where, but there's people in here. And that is a rune. 3 out of 7. Eviction document. Apartment 10 key. Roland's journal. Timsh thinks he's invincible because he carries a letter from the Lord Regent giving him regal immunity from the state seizing his goods in case of a plague. He carries it everywhere, like a talisman, but he's also drafted the instrument of his own destruction. The document he uses for evictions is a generic form drafted by the office of the Lord Regent. It was trivial to acquire a blank one. Acquiring a forgery of the Lord Regent's signature was less easy, but thankfully some of my old connections are still loyal. Now, all I need to do is swap the 2 documents. Getting close enough to Timch to do it won't be easy. I may need help from a professional. Once that's done, the Fool just needs a push to go down, and that's the second part. Inside Timch's basement, there's a device that circulates air in the building. If some material happened to find its way inside the device, the building would reek like a Weeper's den. I had to be particular about the actual material, as I do not wish to infect the guard or servants with plague and cause needless suffering. The unsavory gentlewoman living in Unit 10, that's capital U unit, by the way, has offered to provide the odorous item in a sturdy sack to contain it. She craves my rune in exchange, so I will be forced to part with it. She has given me a key to her unit so I can go and get the sack when I am ready to make my move. Beautiful. Okay. The problem is... Oh, that's apartment 10. I was going to say, the problem is finding out where apartment 10 is. Yes, the journal knows. It's all good. Also... Why do you keep... That's fine. The other ones didn't do that, did they?
What's the occasion?
The general's on his way. He's got nasty in the upper city. We handled it.
One less mess for the watch to clean up.
Oh, it's these guys talking. Ooh, there's a bunch of people. This is interesting. That guy's alone. I can't teleport down there, though. Ooh, who's that guy? You see that fancy dude? Why is he fancy? You shouldn't be fancy. Be ugly, like the rest of us. What?
Get over here.
Nice dodge. Reload. For the biggest weapon. That was funny. But I just wanted to know who that guy was. It's just a guard. So we don't need to worry about... Ooh. There's numbers here. It's quite complicated. This keeps going up. Okay. Is this the way in? It is indeed. No rats or anything? This is the sort of place where it would make sense for us to find the rats. We have now acquired the odorous sack. Probably should see a doctor about that. And we ate a little bit of things over there. Some pretzels or whatever. And a cabinet. Look at that. There wasn't... Oh! I wonder if it would hurt me. A cabinet that wasn't spoiled by this thing. And we have found...
I've always wondered. What does he smell like? Rotting flesh? Wild flowers? Does he ask you questions? I wonder when he'll speak to me.
Oh, he's gonna talk to you? Hey. You never answered me. You're very rude. But I suppose you're an assassin, so you have other flaws of character to discuss. Or to deal with.
Here's one last lesson, for old time's sake. The barrister was a champion at finding his enemy's weak points, but he didn't see Delilah as a threat until it was too late. No one's watching Delilah now except you. And me, of course. I see everything. I see forever. And right now, I see a man walking a tightrope over a sea of blood and filth. The Empress is dead, and the water's rising. You've got Rothwild packed into a crate, bound for the frozen north, Dowd. Surprisingly clean work for a man with so much blood on his hands. Did the Empress change you? Or do you think this will help you dodge what's coming? You'd better hurry. You're running out of rope.
Remember how I said that it's a real shame that we can't tell Corvo's... how Corvo feels about either side of the main quest line in the main game? Well, that is because... Oh. Legal District Waterfront. This is another area. That is because Corvo never talks in the main game. But Daud talks. Daud could say what he feels about things. They really didn't want that to happen, did they? Anyway, we have powers, and I think we have 4 of them. Of the powers. We do have 4 of them. Rapid forward movement for a longer distance. Time is frozen while you aim if you aren't moving. That, yeah. That is the same as before. So, there we go. We don't need any more runes, because we... Well, actually, the time stop is really amazing. But apart from that, we don't need any more runes. Now... Draw the world from 78. Or from the 78, draw the world. There's a bunch of non-lethal stuff going on. This is not the 78. I wouldn't even know where to look for the 78. Timch's estate and law offices. It's quite high up. There's people here. What?
Can't say I like that.
I can't say I like that either. Oh, are you observing? Oh my god, I can't believe he did that. The guards are criticizing the dude's paintings. That's like playing The Sims 1 and inviting people over, and they go up to whatever items you have and say they like it or don't, especially if they're new items. Okay, I'm gonna have to break that. Okay. That statue is spooky. It's a little bit of money. It's a toilet. Just normal toilet. I don't know what those are. Is that a dumbwaiter? Maybe. Eat all the tarts. The apple can stay. And access to a different street. Okay, the apple can stay. There's a room somewhere. How am I gonna deal with the statue? That isn't a statue, by the way. Okay. Whoa! Whoa! Who the hell is that? That can't be just an artistic piece. Is it? That's... it can't be. Nobody would... This is not... Nobody would make that and say, oh, look at this piece of art that I made. That isn't... I mean, obviously it is a piece of art. If not only because it is part of the game. What I'm saying is, this is a piece of art in the sense that, you know, fantasy drawings for video games are pieces of art. Because that's... I'll come back later. Let's try to figure out the 78. So I came from there. Oh, there's more. Oh, of course. It's all the same house, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice.
There's guards.
What a relief. After Talia's visit this morning, I thought the barrister was ready to start a war. Now he's downstairs laughing.
He put her in her place. Even with all his maneuverings, it's the simple victories that give him the most pleasure, I think.
Wonder if anyone would notice if this was gone.
Everybody talks about the paintings.